Alright everyone, welcome back to NFTV Extra.
NFTV Extra.
Another busy day here on NFTV Extra. We are pumping the videos out on both channels. But today I've got a triple bit of news to bring to you. First one, a little bit, not so much many people know about this, but Yannick Toure has found himself a club. He's back to his previous club, Young Boys, over in Switzerland, released by the club in the summer. Some people might say a little bit surprising, but hasn't really kicked on in the under-23, so good luck to him. He's found himself a new club. If you want to keep up to date with all of the under-23s, make sure you're following NFTV Extra on Twitter. It posts all the women's news and all the under-23s. More on the women's news at the end of this video. But the big one is that Gary Caldwell has been appointed interim manager of the under-23s. A little bit left field, I'm not going to lie. I thought it might take the club a little bit of a while to appoint someone, but I'm fairly happy with it. I think I'm happy about it because he's been at the club before. He's been through the youth system with his brother, and he followed me back on Twitter as well, so he gets brownie points, bonus points from us. So both Caldwells follow me. But fantastic to see him come in. Slight negative on it that it's only on an interim basis. Some people might flip that and think it's a positive, because he can look at the setup, he can look at what's happening, what he likes and what he doesn't like. Maybe he might like the job, maybe he might not. And the club have said on the statement, which is on the club's website, have said that the club will keep looking at people to bring in. So, but we don't know. They might go down to Gary Caldwell. He might take the role up. I think the under-23s need a bit of stability with managers. So if it's not Caldwell, they need somebody who's going to be here for the long term. I would personally, I would have liked to see Peter Ramage given that chance, or Neil Winskill upgraded, have a promotion from the under-18s. They're my two preferences, but it's not a bad shout bringing in somebody who's been through the ranks. So the best of luck of Gary Caldwell. Like I say, slight negative. I want it to be on a permanent basis. For the younger fans who probably don't know who he is, he didn't make any first team appearances as a player at the club, but he did have a successful career when he moved out, and in particular at Celtic, where he won. Of course, you're going to go to Celtic, you're going to win trophies. And of course, 55 caps for Scotland. He's played in the Premier League. Obviously, he got into management really, really young at Wigan in his, I say early to mid-30s. So he was there at Wigan managing them. He's had a couple of jobs in Scotland since then. 39 years of age, still young in the game. So he'll become in the under-23s. We'll see how he gets on. The best of luck, because the under-23s need a massive, massive revamp of the whole thing. And that's all about player development, but confidence, winning games breeds confidence, if that makes sense. But speaking of confidence, the under-23s actually played the neat, and Gary Caldwell was in attendance up in Whitley Park. No fans were allowed. A little bit pissed off about that, but what can you do? But hi-ho, they drew 1-1 with Reading. Let's take a look at the lineups first of all. From what I can gather, obviously there's no highlights as of recording this video. I haven't seen who played well, I'm not going to lie to you, but I believe it's Fort at the back and saint-maximin was played out of position. It was a spitting double of Matt. Hello, Matt. So he was playing right back, and then the two centre-backs, you had Wiggett and Remy Savage. Matty Bondswell is your left-back. Two holding midfield, well, I say holding midfielders. You had two holding midfielders, which great to see Rodrigo Vilca in there and Niall Brookwell. And then you had Joe White playing a little bit further up top in the number 10 position. Tom Allen on the right-hand side, Adam Wilson on the left, and you had that man in form, Dylan Stevenson. So as the game kicked off, looking from Twitter, so that Newcastle had a good first half. Dylan Stevenson, who I watched from pre-season, man on fire, literally man on fire. Blythe lad, scoring goals for fun. I want him to be the number one striker going into the season. Cameron Ferguson, I'm a little bit unconvinced of yet, but Stevenson's completely the different player. Forward thinking, runs into channel, running defenders, whereas Cameron Ferguson likes to hold the ball up and bring people into play, a bit like his dad. But he got on the score sheet, which is fantastic. Newcastle winning the break 1-0 up. However, second half, Reading did equalise, and I cannot pronounce his name. He's got like about 16 letters in his name. But he equalised from the penalty spot after Tom Allen gave away the penalty, and he got his second yellow card, so he'll be sent off. Well, obviously he gets sent off, of course. So he was sent off for his challenge, and the under-23s drew with the opening game of the season with Gary Caldwell watching on. So it'll be interesting to see what his thoughts were. Only 5 or 6 players named on the bench. Still a lot of injuries. Still people not playing today with niggles. Of course, the big one is Elliot Anderson. Jack Young didn't feature either. But the other news over the weekend is that the NUFC women are top of the league after one game. Woohoo! After thumping FC United of Manchester 6-0 on the opening day of the season. What a fantastic performance and result for Becky Langley. She talked about last season how she wanted to go and get promotion. No doubt her aims are exactly the same. She's talked about that. She's ambitious. She's been on the channel before. So is the captain, Brooke Cochran. So fantastic start for NUFC women. Like I say, more on that on our Twitter, NFTV Extra, which is highlighted as NFTV Media is the handle. But that's your roundup. Let us know what you think of Gary Caldwell, under 23's drone, and the women's as well. Ta-da, everyone. Smash that like. Ta-da.